How to create and find record list views in the Modernized PRS. The record list page of the Modernized PRS site, by default, displays the same list of columns that are shown by default in the Classic PRS. There are two items on the left-hand side above the record list table that will allow you to modify this display, save custom views, and find saved views, the Customize Columns button and the Saved Views menu. Clicking on the Customize Columns button will open a pop-up that will allow you to choose the columns that will be displayed and to change the order of the columns. Columns that are marked with a lock icon are always displayed, but you can add or remove any other column by clicking on the checkbox on the left. All listed columns, including those with lock icons, can be dragged with the mouse or moved up or down with the arrows on the right to adjust their relative positions. Once changes have been made and you click on Save, you will see that the word Modified is included in parentheses after Record List Default View. You can preserve the modified view for future use by clicking on the Saved Views menu and selecting Save Current View As. Once you enter a name and click Save, you'll see the new name displayed. The newly named view will also appear at the bottom of the Saved Views menu. Any type of user can select the default view option in the Saved Views menu to restore the columns that were initially displayed to the order in which they were first presented. Administrators for organizations will also have access to two additional saved views when opening this menu, the Planning View and the Public Site View. When selecting these views, administrators will see the columns that are included by default in the Planning Report and the Public Site Report in the Classic system, and they can use the Customize Columns pop-up to add to, remove, or rearrange the columns in these views. In the Modernized PRS, administrators can access all of the columns they use for record management in a single location. When admin users select Planning View from the Save Views menu, they will see two additional tabs appear to the left above the record list table: Action Expected and All Records. The Action Expected list is pre-filtered for any records that have dates included in the Update Expected, Corrections Expected, Results Expected, and All Results Expected columns. Users can adjust this filter to look at records of specific types within that subset. Users can view all records in the Planning View by clicking on the All Records tab. There you have it. That is how to create and find record list views in the Modernized PRS.